Oh yeah, awesome music. Okay, so Avid Horizon. Two vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. Okay, so I gotta decide what I'm gonna do here. Well, we'll probably head back since we don't have any crew. We're missing members of the crew, and I don't know if we're gonna make that. Let's find out. Avid Horizon, hauntingly alluring music as we leave port. Heading south to fallen London. What we will find along the way we do not know. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm seriously on like one of the most uncomfortable chairs ever. I'm going to find a gaming chair here soon and get that going because this just sucks. Okay, so if you see me shifting around a lot over here, yeah, that's why. Avid Horizon, very, very slowly going. Oh, no wonder why we're going so slow. I hadn't maxed out my speed yet. Laughter from the foredeck fed the crew. Discovered the Avid Horizon. We enter Stormbones. Saint Eligius sends his fire to dance in the air. On deck, very far away, we see the great light of the Ragged Crow. Oh, the great light of the Ragged Crow. Okay, so let's send out the Zeba here. Some distance to the west. I think we probably stop off there and maybe get some fuel because we're about ready to run out. Hopefully we can make it here. We see the light of the Ragged Crow shining across our bow. And I'm a poet and oh, okay, I won't do that. Far off, very far off, someone screams. Discovered the Ragged Crow. Why is the Ragged Crow? Why does the Ragged Crow? And is there a port on the Ragged Crow that I might get some fuel? It does not appear that I see any port that I could dock at, so we will move on. Like sacrifice the crew to get home somehow. This fuel situation is getting scary. The Munch lamented. Oops. Must exit out of the game there. Ooh, nice. That's pretty. I know, what? What do you want? What do you want? It's a frickin' 2D game. I mean, Jesus. It's pretty for a 2D game. It's, you know, fuck, that's not bad. For an indie game, I mean, this game is fantastic. Superbly well done. Okay, so we are getting on here. Ooh, it's looking bad, guys. Roused at midnight. As the first watch ends, shouts, "Forward, rouse you." Your bosun's face is grim as you merge on deck. We lost one. Wetted himself with pans and went overboard. Took cook's best kettle, too. Morale is worsening, Captain. Morale is bad because we're freaking... Everybody's scared out of their mind. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that didn't sound good. Yeah, I think we're gonna run out of fuel long before we run out of supplies. Alright, so somebody like committed suicide, weighted themselves down and jumped over into the Unterzee. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, let's moving right along then. Through the blizzard we go. That's why we're going so slow, because we have 3 sailors aboard right now. Oh my gosh. We're about to hit our last bit of food. I think we just passed something down below. Hey, here's something big. Maybe there's something we can get into here. Alright, desperate measures. A row of watchful Z-bots perch on the ship's railing. Their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Frost found, vast and chilly, a fortress sieged by questions, answers, and riddles. But how do you dock? Am I gonna wreck into it, or is that like a bridge I can go under? Let's find out. Oh, you know what? I think I can dock down below by those stairs. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to those stairs. Ooh, this is gonna be close. I'm probably gonna have to do something horrible just to even get here. We're like on the frickin' Titanic right here. Might as well, should have named the damn ship the Titanic. Discovered Stoddard's Haven. I sure hope that we're able to find something, because I think we're about ready to do it. Laughter from the foredeck. And we are out of the fuel. Alright, we found 1 fuel. That should get us there. Alright, I was hoping. I was lucky. Stoddard's Haven. A haven for Stoddards. Ooh, I didn't have my lights on either. That's not going to help with the fear levels. Alright. Frost found. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice raised and spun like architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Hopefully this pitiable encampment has some fuel, damn it, and they don't probably have any fuel, damn it. This ain't cool. Engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. He's had enough of Frostfound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. Ooh, so glad to see a ship at last, ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children, not that I have children. Too busy, usually busy. The tireless mechanic increases veils and fuel. Take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Eremi riddle fishers. Some look like withered folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of these peoples, or those peoples. At any rate, unlocked when something awaits you is... Oh yeah, okay, that's because we got that. Alright, so... Yeah, we can't enter Frostfound. Do you have shops here? Uh-oh, I think we're screwed, guys. We're not gonna make it home. Ooh. Could go either way. Make a sacrifice to storm. I think we're probably gonna have to end up doing something like that. Oh man, how far out are we right now? Just trying to figure out how to get us out of here. We have to get all the way there, guys, and we've made it that far on 4, so we'll probably be about there unless we have to get through something horrible. Alright, well, hopefully we can find supplies on the way. I guess we'll talk a little bit more here, too, to see what we can do. Alright, so takes tea with the squatters at the dock. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful riddle fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year the people of Aram and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests, she finishes vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours, while the tea is supplemented with Irami liqueurs, pale Withern beer, and something the riddle fishers describe blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare. The riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here. And we always feel bad for them. Ooh, nice. So they gave us a fuel. Let's see, that's cool. Man, that's really neat. Well, at least helpful at any rate. So, create a port report. Sounds good. Not all. Alright, so bickering amiably. Not all are Irami or Withern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad, rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. You now have this one port report, frost found. Okay, so, well, they gave us a fuel, you know, what are we going to do? Let's move on out, I guess. Alright, here we go. Well, thank you for that helpful bat report there, Z-Bat. He's like, hey, the place you just left is just behind you. Looks like we had a sea maelstrom. Hopefully we can just bypass it. Looks like there's something nasty there. I'm going to have to kill the lights here. We're going to have to make a sacrifice to the god of the storms. I should have sold that stupid book and gotten more fuel at the beginning. Who needs knowledge when you need fuel, you know what I mean? You can't eat a damn book. You can burn it, apparently. Alright, so let's see what the Z-Bat's going off with. The air trembles. A breath of change passes. Discovered. Dathuli's... not very good. Dahuli's rage. Okay, so stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of Wolfstag docks, but vaster, vaster. The Corsair's forest. Our lookouts are watchful. Hey, there's something down there. Alright, let's see if we can dock up here. As the first watch ends, shouts forward rouse you. Your bosun's face is grim as you emerge on deck. We lost one. Another one. Alright, we're not going to do anything for that. What do we got here? Place a guard on the cookware. You lost one crew. Now we're haunted, apparently. This isn't exactly what your crew expected, but you won't be left eating food raw, even so far from London. There are standards which must be maintained. Not to mention, you guys gonna keep killing yourselves. I mean, what the hell, anyway? At least we're not gonna be using too much supplies, right? Station 3. Depot A. I think I've been here before in a previous game, but I don't remember. Alright, so Shepherd Isles. Is that what they're talking about here? At least we don't have to sacrifice anybody yet to get here. Alright, Depot A. We may infer a Station 1 and Station 2. We may conjecture a Station 4, but this is Station 3. Machinery hums behind steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire, but the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship the only one in harbor. Train your telescope to shore. Might be best to get a look from the distance. A church? Or something else? You stand on the high point of your ship and look to shore. There is a steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks at the top of it, nor any other symbol you recognize. No, I've never been here before. I thought it was something else. Try the gate. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barred silvery metal. A sign beside it reads, "Deliveries." The metal is steel hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the ship's guns to bear. But no, if you return with a certain delivery, the gate will be open. You'll know when you find it. So, nothing here. Kind of a bad deal. Uh-oh. I don't even know if we can make a sacrifice. I haven't pissed anybody off, apparently. Okay. Well. Let's try it out. A box lies broken on the ground at one of the far quays. No one has cleared away the debris. A torn label reading, "Soothe and Coo." Curved shards of apothecary bottles, a curious oval of silvery metal the size of a cameo brooch. That's all for now. You've gained 10 times fragments. You've succeeded in a mirrors challenge. That didn't really help us, though. And I thought we already tried the gate. Let's try it again, I guess. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so that's that for this place. I guess we're going to move on until we run out of fuel. And just hope that we get somewhere. And it's not going to be long now. Because it looks like we're already out. Man, we're close, though. We are definitely close. Just trying to think of if there's any possible way to get us back home from the Unterzee. Wolf's Rift. Thornwell Croft. If we can make it here, I might have to make some supplies into fuel again, but we'll try it out. We're out of fuel. Alright, we're down to 4. Alright, here we go. Thornwell Croft. I don't know if I can dock there. I'll try. Z-Bat. Yeah, I don't think I can dock there. Let's see if I can dock somewhere closer over here, though. Yes, down south. There's somewhere down south. Abbey Rock is down south, too, apparently, as well. Fragments gained. Fed the crew. Discovered Shepherd Isles. Alright. Course, the bearded watchman tells you, there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Are there shops on the Shepherd Isles? Yes, but we have nothing. Let's try to sell this. Sell this book. Yes, so we can buy fuel. Excellent. 2, 4, 6. We can buy 3 fuels with this. Let's see what we got here. So, just in case something tries to take my fuel. A picnic at the Standing Stones with 5 echo. We need that all for fuel, unfortunately. 1 terror. Let's see what we end up with other stuff. The bearded villagers are happy to talk about local sights. Well, sight, Tales of the Standing Stones. A long way from home. You heard of the pillared sea where Aram lies? Wise man from Aram came here, 80 year ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were as big as fingers when I were young. Now they're as you see them in my son's time. They'll be big as dock cranes. So that's going to be interesting. Alright, so you now have 1 times memory of distant shores. That's good. Compile a port report. Engage the officer. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, damn it, I don't want to do that. Well, that sucks. No, I don't think I've seen that guy before. Compile a port report. In the bleak light o' the false stars, surface roiling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of the steam and a flash of fire, 3 widows swimming, tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. There's rather a lot of this material. Perhaps not. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Try to make it home. So if we head south, we may make this. I don't know. It's going to be close. If nothing else, hopefully we can head somewhere and get some fuel on the way. Problem is, we're going so damn slow right now. Because everybody keeps committing suicide. God dang it. Why does everybody around me just keep wanting to kill themselves? You know, it's just... It's not cool. Alright, let's get home. Hey, look, there's a crab. We can actually fight this one, too. But I can't really waste the time doing it with the fuel. So we're going to have to... Yes. Let's try to keep him in our sights here as I swim down past his crabby little butt. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ram his ass. We should be about ready. Alright. Now. So, with a forlorn and wailing cry, the megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded as a bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies, or dissect it for knowledge. Let's try that. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops, of one of the deep Z crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You gained 1 fragment. You succeeded in a page's challenge. Cool. We're going to run out of supplies now before we run out of fuel. No, I'm just kidding. We're actually going to be long dead in the water before that happens. Ooh, we're heading upwards, which is not good. It's a waste of fuel. Alright, so not very efficient. Come on, get it together, zombie. We're gonna do this. We can get these guys home. We're not gonna eat our crew. Our delicious, delicious crew. Westergren's fire. The glim lamp at the brow flizzes, arcs. Sending out the Z-Bat. There are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. Damn it! We're not gonna make it, people! Ooh, we found something! What is it? Is it that one place that I always hit? Oh, it is Hunter's Keep. You know, we might make it back. We might make it back, people! We might make it back! We might do it! Just grab my camera and I shake it like this sometimes. It's kind of weird. I don't know why I do that. It's fucking weird. Come on now. Maybe it's all the sugar that I just ate. No. Alright, we're gonna get here. We're gonna stop here, grab a meal with the 3 sisters. Everybody should know Hunter's Keep if you've ever played this game. And if you don't, well, you're about to meet the 3 sisters. Okay, Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other Unterzee islands. Alright. But there's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns, impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Present yourself at the house. They will have heard your ship. Come on in, why hide? A maid with a smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The colorful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuit. It waggles its antennae impertinently. You are acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. Delicious beetles. That's kind of weird. So what, did that thing just freaking eat my fucking thing there? They were going to give me there? Cynthia is the eldest. Okay, so we're going to choose which one. Alright, so which one do you want to eat lunch with? Come on, people, let me know in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to... Let's eat with Lucy. Lucy! A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in the attic, and the butler in a Vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. You've lost 15 hunger. Memories of distant shores remains unchanged. You now have the god of Z Stone's attention. You've gained 1 supplies. That's all for now. You've also lost 10 terror. You're acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. Reconnoiter the island. The sea's silence. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes, and even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters, but the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. You now have one of this, a port report, Hunter's Keep. Alright, and we'll do this one just for the hell of it. Not receiving visitors? The parlor is empty. Where are the sisters? The maid makes it clear through a series of unwelcome growls that Phoebe, Lucy, and Cynthia are all 3 indisposed. No lunch today, apparently. Alright, off we go. Will he make it, or will we have to sacrifice a crew, or maybe some of our supplies? One or the other. The fact that we even have gotten this close is pretty damn impressive, because we were really far away when we started. We didn't have shit for supplies. I mean, we did all of that. We had some pretty good luck along the way, too, I'll tell you what. Alright, so it looks like we're going to make it according to fuel, unless like something comes out of nowhere from the Unterzee and swallows my ship up, which isn't going to be cool. Hopefully that does not happen. Bad Stavinner's Abyss. Bad Stavinner. Mutton Island is a long way to the southeast. Into London. Port! Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. Distant bells. Home waters. An offer of assistance. Ahoy, Captain. Get the hell out of here. We don't need your help. This is just some guy asking if you want basically a ride home, and he gets everything that you own. Fallen London. The home music of London. Always a welcome sound. After a long voyage where we lost almost all of our crew, we've made it back. The lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. As soon as the gangplank touches the quay side, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily. But what dreams may cling? Unlocked with Terror 51, you have 78. Coming home. Terror is always reduced to 50 when you return to London. If it's higher, however, if your terror was high, you may suffer nightmares later. An occurrence. Your terror level is now 50. Fearful. You now have 1 times menace. Nightmares strength. Scary. Collect messages from the harbor master. All the clatter and songs of the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? That's all for now. You have 1 of this, another day, a free evening. Something has changed in the neath. Another time. Another day. Time, the healer. Your time at sea will change you and London. Weird. Someone wants to sign on. So we got like 2 days to just go out and chill because we were all out at sea so long. Alright, so yeah, let's take this gift from this guy because if nothing else, it gives you a good quest and free shit. So okay, so a little gift. A very fine evening to you, Captain. My, what you might call, mentor is very fond of your adventurous Z captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation. On account of he is so fond of Z captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray, piled high with fuel and supplies. Accept the dispensation. A courteous nod. Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's Head, should that day come. We will make you very welcome, and give you any safe conduct that you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes, and is gone. You accepted the proposal. You now have 1 times menaces, suspicion. You have 10 fuel. You have gained 5 supplies. Alright, excellent. So, let's see what time we got here. Alright, so we're running a little bit long on the tooth. Let's go ahead and we'll turn in all the stuff that we did, and then we'll go ahead and close out there. So, that way, when we start the next episode, we don't have to do all that stuff. So, alright. Visit the Admiralty's Sea Office. Hunter's Keep. So these are basically all the places we've been, and they just want reports of what's going on. The Admiralty's Survey Office. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. And this basically tells you visit and investigate ports to gain reports. Hunter's Keep. So this is the one we just visited with the sisters. We got all this basically as a reward. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of her enduring majesty, notionally. Submitted. Your visit to Hunter's Keep has been confirmed by the Admiralty. We've gained 1 fuel and 1 favor. And lost the port report and got 5 echoes. So not too bad. Vendor bite. What have the nearly dead been up to then? Submitted. Got all that good stuff. Okay, cool. Shepherd Isle. Submit as an unsubstantiated hearsay. We do hear some unlikely tales of the place. Friendly scoffing. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from the place do. Still, there is a little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, sir. You have a new accomplishment. Surveyed Shepherd Isles. You've gained 1 fuel. Alright, cool. So that was actually pretty nice. Station 3. Excuse me? Just let me call a colleague in. Omitted. This is my colleague, Mr. Verlaine, of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Verlaine, this is good captain's report here. If you'd care to... Yes... The fire is already lit. Let us... There we go. Now only ashes remain, and it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your discretion. Here is your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair. So apparently they did not like that, and they took it and burned it. Alright, interesting. And we got a bunch. 100 Echo, decent amount of the other stuff. Okay, cool. Avid Horizon. This is that place we landed at when we went through the north. I hope you intend to tell me that everything is quiet there. A visit from Mr. Sachs, midnight. Looks like Santa Claus in like a hoodie. I hope you intend to tell me that everything is quiet there. Oh yeah, report submitted. Alright, so we got the survey. Got a little cashish. Frost found. Is it as beautiful as they say? I doubt it. Poets are notorious liars. But liars make bad poets. A paradox, isn't it? Never mind your report. Not bad. And more echo. Good. We're going to be able to buy a lot of stuff for the next journey. Alright, so do you wish to speak to the Dark Speckled Admiral? And no appointment. And we can't really do anything here. We already submitted. We already did that. Return the wolf stacks. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's visit the university. But first I want to see what this is. Midnight. A visit from Mr. Sachs. A presence dominates your lodgings. Its fur-trimmed robe is the red of blood and snow. Over your chair hangs a familiar brown sack, bulging with offerings. Londoners give generously to the crimson beast of winter, anything to be rid of it. The figure stares in the fireplace, smelling of soft musk and harsh ammonia. I require a sturdy vessel and a captain. Yours comes recommended. You will suffice. Mr. Sachs, take my service. An ancient contract. Words not to be spoken lightly. You may wish to wait until you have explored the main trading ports around London before doing this. Mr. Sachs, take your leave. You will not be intimidated in your own lodgings. There is no penalty for this. You will be able to accept this contract at a later time of your choosing. I think we'll probably go ahead and do that because I'm not sure exactly what the hell we're supposed to do. So we'll wait on that. Refusal. Mr. Sachs' displeasure is a shiver in your bones. Next Christmas it would be wise to be as far away from London as possible. Polythramy is said to be at its least terrible that time of the year. You turned away Mr. Sachs. Nothing bad can possibly come of this. Take too much time and he may take you. Okay, so we'll probably rest here. And then we can alright, so that looks like we can reconsider serving him after we get... We'll probably do one more run around and make sure we got everything. You know, all the close stuff at any rate explored. Read the morning papers. Alright, so here you may catch up with the corresponding rest, or retire altogether from the seafaring life. The better your lodgings, the better the quality of your retirement. Naturally. Read the morning papers. The Khanate is threatening war, they always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian's coast want independence, they always do. The Unterzee, the papers report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't. You'd know. Oh ho! A promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty's Provisioners for a half cask of salted herring. You could use that. You've lost one terror. You've gained one supplies. You now have one of this. Recent news. Okay, so we did that. And we're good there. Did we go carousing in London yet? Can we do that? I thought we could do that. Oh yeah, alright, so we're... Or you could click the London card on the right. So, visit the university. Quite impressed. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. You've gained 1 times pages, new total 26. A twist in your tail. You are now and Baver's antiquarian. You've lost 1 secret. Ooh, damn. Alright, I want you guys to answer me in the comments below if that is a man or a woman. I I say man, and then I start looking at the lips and the hair, and I don't know. It's weird. I can understand why they would have said that. Okay, so a piquant piece of picturesque pilgrimage. Wells of emotion. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing, eyes. They overflow, splashing on the desk blotter. Stop! She sobs at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macabre memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. You've gained echo and lost memories, and our favor is increasing with the antiquarians. Almost said increasing. Alright, so an outlandish artifact, shaped by the hands unknown in London. A careful scrutiny. We have something like that, she declares, but not very like that. Interesting. I have some ideas about suitable fees. Alright, there we go. Excellent. So you have business to attend to, and besides, the scholar keeps snapping her teeth like a mechanical trap. Alright, so I think we'll wait on the carousing. And then all that good stuff on the next episode we do. So, alright, excellent. So we got back home. We had a hell of a journey on the way. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is episode 2 of our new series that we're working on here on Sunless Sea. And if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. So, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!